sponsors UCB for their support and introduced our fearless chair, Patty Fritz, for a few remarks. Patty?
Okay, great. Thank you, Maria, and thank you to all the organizers. As many of you know, UCB is a global biopharmaceutical company with our US headquarters located right here in Atlanta. Importantly, at UCB, we are committed to delivering differentiated solutions to people living with chronic, severe immunologic and neurologic conditions. In fact, patients are at the heart of everything we do, inspiring us, driving our scientific discovery, and leading us to rethink the patient experience. Like many of you at UCB, we've been especially focused on our response to the coronavirus pandemic. UCB's response has been focused on a few key areas, including ensuring our employees are safe and supported, and ensuring a continued supply of medicines for patients. In understanding the economic toll on people, we've also expanded our patient assistance program to ensure people who need our medicines have access to them. I am especially proud of the ways we've been able to support the local community, both through donations and our employees' volunteerism. Our donations have benefited numerous health entities, food banks, groups supporting frontline healthcare workers, and people in our community. UCB has also been contributing to the scientific research projects worldwide. In addition to developing testing and also our R&D work around COVID-19, we are also concerned about the long-term impacts of the crisis, particularly on the most vulnerable populations. And that is why UCB has recently announced the creation of the UCB Community Health Fund. This new nonprofit fund will solicit calls for projects in communities where UCB operates with the aim of addressing health disparities among the most vulnerable populations. And finally, I'm very excited to share some good news. UCB continues to grow here in Georgia. We will soon be moving forward with a multi-million-dollar expansion and renovation of our Smyrna campus, enabling us to continue to have an impact on patients now and in the future. And so now let's go back to the awards. The next award category is our Deals of the Year. Deals of the Year are awarded to one or more companies or institutions for the most significant financial or commercial transactions closed from November 1, 2018 to December 31, 2019.
Thank you, Patty, and we're very excited about, one second, there we go, I got muted, apologies for that. We're very excited to have you expanding here in Georgia. And just, I keep getting muted, all right. And just a reminder to mute yourself if you're not speaking, everybody. So our Deal of the Year awards, this is an exciting category every year, and we're thrilled to have a number of deals this year. Our first Deal of the Year is presented to Alcon for their $285 million acquisition of Power Vision, a medical device development company focused on creating fluid-based intraocular lens implants. Let me introduce Shay Foley, General Manager of Atlanta Manufacturing at Alcon. Shay?
Good afternoon, Maria. Good afternoon, everybody. It is an honor to receive this award. I thank you, Maria, and the selection committee. About 1 year ago, in April of 2019, Alcon spun off from Novartis. So we just passed a 1 year anniversary. So this is a nice anniversary award, a nice achievement. So thank you very much appreciated. Alcon in Johns Creek, we have invested about between 600 and 800 million in the last 5 to 7 years. On the campus up here in Johns Creek, we have 1,700 outstanding associates, and we produce contact lenses that are sold in every major market in the world. We're either competing as number 1 or number 2. And we're very proud of our legacy, and we're glad to be part of Georgia Bio, and we appreciate all that you're doing, Maria. We appreciate your energy and drive, and we look forward to another successful year as members of Georgia Bio. And just one comment to what Dr. Jane Morgan said. Really appreciate the poignant remarks and the historical perspective. Last Friday, I was down in Atlanta for the One Race and the Juneteenth celebration. And I must say, I left there very encouraged. I believe something is happening, and I think that we as leaders in the organization have an opportunity to contribute by every conversation day by day to some positive change going forward. So I feel energized with what's going on and glad to be part of it. Thank you very much, Maria.
Thank you, Shay. Congratulations again to Alcon. And yes, I agree. We all feel energized. And I will say, though, your comment about my energy is shocking because I feel tired every moment of every day. But I think we all feel that way. So on to our next award. The next Deal of the Year award winner is presented to Aruna Bio in the private financing category for raising $13 million to continue development of therapies for the treatment of neurodegenerative diseases such as ALS, Huntington's disease, and stroke. Please let me introduce Mark Serga, CEO of Aruna Bio.
Thank you, Maria. And let me also add, it was nice to have an opportunity to put a tie on again. So thank you for that as well. Now, on behalf of all the employees at Aruna Bio, our board of directors, and all of our shareholders, we want to thank Georgia Bio for this award. It's a great honor to receive this award, particularly given all the fine companies that are part of Georgia Biotechnology Association. So thank you very much. And there are a number of people and organizations I want to take a minute to thank because they're really the driving force behind the financing that we accomplished last year. And first and foremost are the founders of Aruna Bio, who have given so many years of their professional lives and the many sacrifices that they've made to go along with that. And that is Dr. Steve and Tracy Stice. The accomplishments behind our neural exosome platform that we're using to treat neurodegenerative diseases is really the work of Steve Stice, and the execution of the business strategy and operation has really fallen largely on the shoulders of Tracy Stice over the years. So I want to recognize them both and thank them both, because without them, this financing would not have been possible. I'd like to also thank our board of directors, which is chaired by a well-recognized University of Georgia alumni and Bill Griffin. Bill and all the board members have given the company great guidance over the years, and they remain significant shareholders of the company as well. I also want to thank the Georgia Research Foundation for their financial contributions to the company over the years, including the most recent financing round that they were also involved in. And importantly, just to give you an idea of the use of proceeds, I'd like to mention that based on this financing, we were able to build and just open a few weeks ago a brand new 11,000 square foot manufacturing facility in Athens, Georgia, that includes a 3,000 square foot clean room. And that's where we'll be doing all of our manufacturing going forward, and it will allow us and take us through manufacturing of our clinical trial materials in the future. So that's just one very important aspect of what we were able to do with this financing. And so in closing, I want to again thank all of the wonderful people at Georgia Bio who do such a great job to assist so many companies in the state of Georgia, and also the drive of the exposure that they provide, like Aruna Bio, on a national level. And I want to thank you again for the recognition behind this great honor tonight. So thank you very, very much, Maria, and your entire organization.
No, thank you, Mark. And we're excited to have you as part of our community. And we also extend our congratulations to the whole team. Tracy and Steve have been part of the community for many years now. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
Our next awardee is Danimer Scientific in the private financing category. Advantage Capital invested $6.5 million to boost capacity and significantly increase Danimer's workforce in Bainbridge, Georgia. Please welcome John Dowdy, Chief Financial Officer for Danimer Scientific. John?
Thank you, Maria, and thank you, Georgia Bio, for the recognition and the award. Danimer Scientific is a cutting-edge biopolymers company headquartered in Bainbridge, which is a rural farm community located in the southwest corner of the state. We run 2 manufacturing facilities here, and expanding our operations requires significant capital that can be hard to raise in a small town. Thanks to Advantage Capital and the Georgia Rural Jobs Act, which we were able to secure $6.5 million in additional subordinate financing on attractive terms. These funds have allowed us to continue to grow our business and create jobs by investing in new production and lab equipment, as well as funding the development of new compostable and biodegradable resins, including polyhydroxyalkanoates, or PHA, which we are now producing on a commercial scale. So in closing, thank you, and we're excited about growing the biotech industry here in Georgia.
Thank you. Thank you, John, and congratulations. Our fourth Field of the Year award is presented to Emory Vaccine Center in the public financing category. They received an NIH grant that could exceed $200 million to advance work towards a universal flu vaccine. Please let me introduce Walt Ornstein, Associate Director of the Emory Vaccine Center. Walt?
Thank you very much. Those of us at the Emory Vaccine Center are deeply honored to receive a Deals of the Year award for being one of the collaborative influenza vaccine innovation centers, or CIVIC, funded by the NIH. Rafi Ahmed, the director of the Emory Vaccine Center and the Emory lead on this project, sends his many thanks. Unfortunately, he had a conflict in his schedule and could not participate. There is a lot of attention being paid to COVID-19 recently, which is appropriate. But influenza is not a trivial illness. CDC estimates for this season in the United States, there have been somewhere between 36 and 56 million cases, over 10,000 to 740,000 hospitalizations, and 24,000 to 62,000 deaths from influenza. And while we have a vaccine that can mitigate this burden, it is not ideal in that you need to get it every year, and the effectiveness in good years is 40 to 60% lower than most other vaccines. That is the goal of CIVIC, to develop a better vaccine that is more effective and gives long-term immunity. And thank you for this honor.
Thank you, Walt, and congratulations to Rafi, you and the rest of the team over there. It's very important work that you all are doing, and we hope success is near. So our next awardee is the Georgia Cancer Center in the public financing category. They received $6.5 million grant to improve access to clinical trials for minorities and underserved communities. Please welcome Dr. Sherard Gamandi, Associate Director for the Clinical Research at the Georgia Cancer Center.
With myself, but I'm truly honored to accept this award on behalf of the Georgia Cancer Center at Augusta University. Dealing with cancer is really tough, and often standard therapies don't really work as well as we hope they do. And an opportunity to access emerging cutting-edge trials or therapies is always priceless. This award is a recognition for our efforts to take these clinical trials to patients who need them most and often lack such access, which is patients in rural Georgia and minorities. If you look nationwide, less than 5% of patients with color, especially women with color, have an opportunity to be in a clinical trial. And I'm proud to say that in the last 5 years, our accrual for minorities going into clinical trials is robust 47%. And I finally want to acknowledge and share this award with the countless number of people who work behind the scenes, which is our research nurses, administrators, our investigators, not just at the Georgia Cancer Center, but our partner sites, which is the University Cancer and Blood Center in Athens, Morehouse Medical School in Atlanta, Phoebe Putney Medical Center up in Albany, Georgia, and Augusta Oncology Associates, and thank our patients who enroll in such trials. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gamandi. And congratulations to you and all the team over at the center. The next Field of the Year award goes to the Guide Therapeutics in private financing category. They secured $8 million to support in-house discovery work related to non-viral gene therapies. Let me introduce James Dahlman, co-founder of Guide Therapeutics. James?
Thank you, Maria, very much. And thank you to Georgia Bio, the organization, and the selection committee. It's a true honor to be selected, so thank you. I'm here accepting the award on behalf of the Guide Therapeutics team. I especially want to highlight our current team members. And of those team members, I want to highlight Greg Maloney and especially Corey Sago, my co-founder, who's played an absolutely intricate and critical role in the development of these drugs and this DNA barcoding approach that we're using. I also want to thank the investors, Great Point Ventures and Biomatics, for taking a chance on a first-time entrepreneur in a city, new to the city of Atlanta. So with that, I just want to say thank you again. We're very, very honored, and we look forward to interacting with Georgia Bio more in the future as we continue to develop and expand these gene therapies.
Sorry about that. Congratulations, James. Trying to avoid me popping up in the background. So congratulations again to you and your team. We're glad to have you in our community, and we look forward to working with you more. Our seventh awardee is the University of Georgia Center for Vaccines and Immunology in a public financing category. They received an NIH grant that could exceed $200 million to advance the work of the universal flu vaccine. Please welcome Ted Ross, Director of the UGA Center for Vaccines and Immunology. Ted?
Well, thank you very much. The University of Georgia founded the Center for Vaccines and Immunology in 2015. And one of our primary goals was to help develop a long-standing interest of mine to bring a universal flu vaccine to the marketplace to help advance influenza vaccines for all of society. I've been working on this project now for 15 years. And we've developed a team here at UGA of about 75 researchers, staff, and students that have been now committed to developing these vaccine candidates, which culminated in one of the 3 civic awards for vaccine development last year. We are rapidly moving these vaccines forward to get them into the clinic to determine how effective they'll be. And so, as Walt had mentioned earlier, influenza is definitely one of the more severe diseases we deal with on an annual basis. And so we will be dealing with both COVID and flu this winter. And so the two of them combined are 2 of the most deadly respiratory diseases we have circulating here in the United States. So the fact that we can bring our vaccine to the market will be hopefully a very large advance in how we deal with influenza vaccines in the future. And we thank everyone at Georgia Bio for nominating us, particularly Derek Eberhardt, who's been very supportive here at the University of Georgia, and all of you all for supporting our research activities over the last 5 years. Thank you.
No, congratulations, Ted, for your dedication, and congratulations to your team. The next Deal of the Year award goes to Takeda for their acquisition of Shire back in January of 2019. The deal vaulted Takeda into the ranks of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies and expanded their geographic footprint. Let me introduce Carlos Soto back to our webinar from the Covington site, head of Takeda. Carlos?
Thank you, Maria. So extremely happy, as you can imagine, of the award on behalf of over 1,000 colleagues that work with me every single day. I want to thank you, Georgia Bio, and the selection committee. We are extremely proud of what we do every day, provide life-saving therapies to many patients that need it. And I wanna really share this award with all of the colleagues at the facility that I work day by day. I could not be more proud of what they do, and extremely happy about the award. So thank you very much.
No, and thank you. Congratulations again. Our final deal honoree is Tempus and Akesogen in the acquisitions category. Akesogen is a provider of genomics and precision medicine and was acquired by Tempus in December of 2019. Tempus advances precision medicine through the application of artificial intelligence in healthcare. Please welcome Bob Basholi, CEO, and Mark Buzik, CSO of Akesogen. Bob?
Thank you very much for those comments. We'd like to thank everyone at Georgia Bio for all the work that they've done in leading us to this second time us being awarded with the Deal of the Year. We are honored to receive this on behalf of everyone at Tempus and Akesogen. I wanted to thank also the people at the GRA who have made Akesogen what it has been, so it could be acquired by Tempus late in December 2019. So I'd like to just point out and thank Mike Cassidy, Russell Allen, Lee Heron, and Kurt Jacobus for working with us over the years to build Akesogen. Mark?
Yeah, thanks for that. Just to put some things in perspective here, since the deal, we've already doubled our lab footprint to 25,000 square foot. We've already hired an additional 30 staff and we still have 15 vacancies. And to put it in context, our company is now hiring 2 people a week, which is outstanding for the state of Georgia. This has allowed us to enable significant COVID-19 testing to scale in the region right now of 10,000 tests per day. We love to give advice and guidance to all the companies here looking to return their staff work. So there's a big education component. We're also working with supporting nursing homes, first responders, and students getting back to college through COVID testing strategies. In terms of other products, very, very importantly, we're developing infectious disease panels for COVID plus flu. As we all know, the flu season is going to hit us soon, so we want to future-proof the state of Georgia here. We're also validating serology testing and as well doing innovative procedures such as working with Georgia State, the state of Georgia, the National Guard on new elegant ways to perform COVID testing. So to summarize, we've now brought Georgia a new generation of data-driven precision medicine, and we're all delighted with this award. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you.
No, yes. Congratulations to you both. Y'all have been longtime supporters of the organization, and Mark, you've been very engaged in particular. So congratulations to you all, and we're excited to see TEM's investment into Georgia and expanding Akesogen. And just a reminder, make sure you post those job openings on our new jobs board. It's free. So that was our last Deal of the Year award. So congratulations again to all of the awardees.